They'd love to have. Okay, so we're just doing a little in-house chat here about nutrition and patches with the lovely, the amazing, the wonderful Monica and Kathy. Yay! And the
So you take,
Thank you,
very
Liz.
tanned Lou Martin.
wow, you actually look
Yeah.
good, Lou. You look
You do
good.
so well, Lou. Yeah.
You look
Thank you.
Yeah.
fresh.
Yeah.
Strong like bull.
Excellent. Yeah. Be like Bull.
Exactly. Exactly. But carry on, Kathy. You're doing great there, hon. Thank you.
I was just discussing about the bee therapy under the MTHFR gene mutation. The gene mutation has been found now in the last while, and bee therapy seems to be a huge kind of field for anyone under the MTHFR gene, which means anyone with under the neurodivergent spectrum,
Hi, the group is on live
which
right
is
now.
quite a big umbrella. Um, Anyone with Parkinson's, MS, neurodegenerative diseases, the elderly as we get older, dementia, Alzheimer's, and so on. They're all showing up with a lack of B. And now, so in America now they're doing this B therapy for the support, and it supports, not only does it support the neurology but also the nervous system. So it's really good that you get. I was just saying the praises of objective nutrients as they're kind of top of the range in terms of what B we can absorb, because if you're under the MTHFR gene, digestion issues can be an issue. Absorbing, you know, we can go to the train station, but unless we have B in our system, and particularly timing, the train won't leave the station with the
Yeah,
nutrients
yeah,
intended to leave. Okay.
yeah,
So it's quite vital. And you can take all the nutrients and you can take all the good food and blah 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 as you want, but if you don't have thiamine in your system, it will not be absorbed under the MTHFR gene. Now, this is like quite revolutionary research, in my opinion, and I've had some wonderful people to share this information with me. And again, when it comes to collagen, if we don't have thiamine, we don't have vitamin B in our system, we won't absorb collagen, and then therefore
yeah,
the skeleton is affected as well. So, and then if we're not absorbing nutrients, our hormones, our neurology, our nervous system, and so on, starts to um, go into I suppose go downhill, if you like, and also I do believe working that with the patches is just like it's a wonderful combination as far as I can feel in my system. That's how I'm supporting myself as well.
yeah, yeah. Amazing. Like I eat quite a lot of meat and eggs, and all of that has vitamin B. And it's not shop bought, it's wild.
Mm.
So like deer, I eat deer every day, and our own eggs. So I feel like I think I have vitamin B.
Yeah, but the timing mightn't be there is the thing. I don't know how your system is absorbing it is the thing.
Yeah.
So you can, that's what I'm saying. You can see, go on, Luke.
You're muted.
There's no
You're
sound.
muted.
There's no sound, Luke.
Mm.
Thank you.
Oh,
Sorry. Thank you.
go on.
Just real briefly, I wouldn't eat the same thing every day if my health wasn't
Mm.
saying that's working great. I would try to mix it up a bit, no matter how healthy they are by themselves. Just so the body, has more to work with, you know. But so, yeah, this is a great conversation. Carry
Yeah,
on.
no, I eat beef and I eat deer and I have lamb and I have eggs and well, mix that, and then I eat meats or I have liver, I eat lots of liver. Like once a week I will have liver as well,
So,
which
so
has
you're
plenty of vitamin B.
You're just doing the carnivore.
Kind of like I'm adding a little bit of lettuce, a little bit of vegetables. I will have a little bit of bread, tiny, like whatever, 100 grams of carbs. And I found the other day I was so busy. I think last Thursday I had like, anyway, two jobs, and I didn't eat anything for 24 hours. Before I was able to do that easily, but when the hormones are crazy,
Yeah,
I'm not able to do that. I'm literally like I have a I feel like I have hangover. I'm so tired. Everything is,
yeah,
hurting me and
yeah,
for days. So that's another thing I'm changing. I'm not fasting as I was before.
yeah.
I would usually fast for 16 hours every day, where today I said, no, I need to have a little bit for breakfast. I had lunch and then I had very early dinner. So that's another change that I'm making because I feel like when you're going into perimenopause, menopause, your hormones are changing and your body is changing totally, like 360. Like before I could do so many things. I could like not eat for 3 days. I would feel amazing. Now 24 hours is like, no, you're not doing great.
Yeah, honey,
So
I hear you.
small things like that.
Well, I don't know how good it is to be fasting for 3 days either, though. To I've never done
Apparently it's
myself.
amazing. Like
Mm,
that's what our ancestors did. They didn't eat 3 times a day or 5 times a day.
Right,
mm.
right.
They
That's true.
they could have been like few days without eating until they caught something. So that's how they lived. Of course, lots of things changed and our DNA changed a little bit with the way how we eat. But no, fasting is absolutely amazing. It's
Yeah,
just when you're going into perimenopause, menopause, it might not be as good.
Yeah, but also our ancestors didn't have businesses. They didn't have like sometimes three businesses on the go. They
That's
lived a very sedimentary kind of
that's
lifestyle
true. That's
to
that's it. The
go with
stress and
that
all of that.
fasting.
Yeah. Yeah.
You just can't maintain it. I don't think if you're going to be that busy, I don't think it's good for you. Like, because you're burning your hormones basically. So
Yeah.
you're going to feel a depletion in that. And I would say steady is better. A
Yeah.
steady flow of income of food plus energy wise plus um
Yeah.
the output of what you can give.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
okay to pull back as well. Do you know what I mean? You can say I had as I got older there, I had to say no to a lot of things. And that was difficult initially, but
Yeah.
actually those no's were quite valuable to me. And especially when you're feeling that way, Monica, there's only so much you can do.
That's true. I know.
Yeah.
I know. There's crazy year in front of us, which is, yeah, I have to be on top of my game. That's why I'm making changes because I'm no longer myself from 2 years ago when I could do everything and more, and now it's
Yeah.
just, yeah, trying to take care a little bit of myself, on myself, yeah, of
Yeah.
myself.
Be kind
Yeah.
and be kind to yourself. And if you need to sleep, you sleep.
Yeah. No.
I think as
Yeah.
we get
Yeah.
older, we start to listen to our body a bit more. It's important to listen to our bodies a bit more rather than keep pushing because your adrenals, actually, I hear your adrenals as well probably need some support. That's why the bees support the adrenals as well. And the adrenals affect your thyroid, affect your hormones, everything. So those little nodes in your kidneys,
Yeah.
uh, they when you feel the burnout, that's what the burnout is your adrenal glands.
Yeah.
So again, the Epsom salts is very good supportive for that. And do some TLC with some nice essential oils into even a foot bath if that's all you have time for. Some lavender and whatever nice
Okay.
essential oils.
Yeah.
And because again, when you're feeling burnout, there's a thing in the neurodivergent world called a window of tolerance.
Okay.
When you talk about your window of tolerance a few years ago was quite a big window, right? You
Yeah.
were able to get loads done. But when you have a depletion of whatever nutrients in your body that is going on, your window of tolerance becomes smaller. Yeah, and then you become outside your window of tolerance. So
Yeah.
even the body starts to become prickly. People can irritate you quite easily, and so on. So that's when we become outside our window of tolerance. And
Yeah.
so you got to judge what it is you can let go of to bring you back into your window of tolerance. That you can just and say, I've only got so many spoons in the day. That's all I
Yeah.
can do. Out of spoons. The spoon theory, check out that if you haven't already. It's an amazing way of telling people when you haven't got your spare spoons,
Yeah.
and that and that you're busy and they can't do stuff. It's something I had to learn for my own self-care.
Amazing. Oh, you should see my life from like nearly 2 years ago. I was doing this, I was doing farming, I was exhausted. The hormones are already going crazy, which I didn't know. It's early perimenopause. I was dying, I was crying, anxiety was there. Everything was making me, husband and a home working with him most of the time was just crazy. So I feel way better now, although I'm tired kind of every day, but I feel like I think my mindset is way better. And that's why Eon helps me as well, because I feel I'm not getting anxious. I'm not getting stressed over little things. That's why I'm back on Eon, because when I was off Eon, I felt myself getting stressed. I would curse more, where now, when I'm on Eon, I'm not cursing at all. So
Wow.
that's amazing. That's just, so that's why I have to be on Eon. And because I'm a totally different person. I'm a bit nicer.
Good. And nicer to yourself.
Well,
Yeah.
I was going to say,
Yeah.
because actually, swearing is actually a sign of intelligence, and it's the body telling us we're in pain. So if you use it too much, it won't work as effectively when you have a bad accident or something, and you need to let out those swears. It doesn't work for the brain as well to cope with that
Wow.
pain.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've always kind of, being Irish, I grew up with a lot of swearing people, so it was kind of normal, so I never judged that, but it helped me to understand why I
Mm.
was hearing swearing so much because, we have a history of awfulness in this country that
Yeah.
goes down through the line, and so quite often the way of coping is to swear, is to let out and it's healthy actually. I think it's
Let
far
out that
healthier.
that energy. Yeah. The
Yeah,
bad
yeah,
energy.
yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely true. I'm gonna swear tonight, so
Yeah, like I say, use to be used sparingly, like a drip of morphine or some sort.
so true. So anyway, small changes to see what
Yeah.
works, what doesn't work, and we will get there. We will, and definitely sun. I feel like if it's sunny outside, I'm a different person. Oh my gosh, the week that we had so much sun,
Yeah.
I was full of energy. Maybe that was my good week or something.
Yeah.
I was full of energy, um, very positive, and now, or maybe that was my good week or something. I don't know.
No, it
Well,
definitely
that
helps.
sounds
We're
different
so
as well. Mm,
I'm in the wrong country. That's what I'm
yeah,
going to
well.
say.
It's pretty
I,
precious here. Sure. The
yeah,
sunshine is
yeah.
a shy creature. But, this is all brilliant. And I'm just going to put my nose in and say, don't forget to ask for help. Like Almighty
Yeah.
God or my higher self, my
Yeah.
guides, thank you for leading me to the habits and the resources and the information that will benefit my health and bring my life back into balance. Um, you know that
yeah.
costs you nothing, and a little prayer with an open heart goes a long way, my friends.
Oh yeah,
Okay,
definitely.
okay.
Okay.
Definitely.
I
I'm
hope.
always saying my
Amazing.
prayer before I I fall asleep. So I'm saying
Good,
I'm
good.
grateful and thankful for, and 2 things later I'm asleep. So
Okay,
that
that's great.
Yeah.
that works.
Bless
That's
you.
good, you know.
You're a good girl. Bless your heart. Yes.
Yeah.
I heard a technique from Neville Goddard uh,
Hmm.
by Brian Scott last night called I Remember When. And so he says you put that and the energy of remembering what you're asking the universe to create with you or visualizing the universe to create.
Yeah.
I remember when my health really came back and I had all this energy and everything was flowing again. I remember when I got
Mhm.
information that I hadn't known about before and put all my habits together. I remember when we got the house sold and we bought our new house and that worked so beautifully. Just playing with it, but
Yeah, yeah.
when the brain in the heart hears "I remember when," rather than "I hope" or "please" or whatever, or this is
Oh no,
this.
yeah. I say I'm grateful and thankful for my new house, whatever, that we bought our house, that we moved into our house, whatever,
Yes.
in June. So it's like past tense, and yeah, that's
Well,
what I'm
here's more information for
more
to
in.
help with
Yeah,
that. I remember when.
exactly. Yeah,
So because he was
yeah,
showing that the brain is literally when we're asking for something or visualize something, it's one thing, but if we're doing it from a place of remembering it, it's a much more
yeah.
realistic vibration for reality.
Okay. Yeah, amazing.
Yes, very, very. I thought it was inspiring, but I love all this great information together, and it's wonderful we can share with each other. Well,
Thank you.
you're very welcome, both of you. Thank you
Well,
both.
we'll catch up tomorrow, I'd say.
Is that okay? We leave it there for today, I think.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right,
Yep.
wonderful.
Perfect.
I'll beat the drum because Jill will probably get on. Ayala probably will get on tomorrow, and
Lovely.
Mares, who's here in Bandon. So yes, we'll have a larger group, and at least John made an appearance, so we can give thanks for
Yeah.
that.
Okay, can you get John to message me on WhatsApp, so once I have the thing ready, I will send that to him straight.
I will gladly do that, my friend. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can put my mobile number, or you can pass it on to John. John, I think okay, yeah, yeah. If you can do that. No, there's no rush. He needs
Sure.
to get the
Just
patches first.
go ahead, Monica. Tell me your number.
086. Oh, John is back.
Oh, he's here.
086 086 359
Sorry. 086-359
0470.
0470. I'm just getting Monica's number for you, John.
So, John, if you can
Oh,
just message me tomorrow or something, I will send you the protocol.
oh, there we are. Perfect. So,
Yeah, no,
d
no
are
rush.
you
But
going
get
to
your
message me the number, or I've got my pencil, but I haven't got a bit of
I
paper
just
now.
sent it to you on Messenger.
Lou just
Oh,
messaged you
perfect.
my number.
Super.
Yeah, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
We had a lovely discussion about energy. My low energy.
Bless you.
Lack of it.
Lack of it. Lack of it.
It's more that you're doing so much. It's not, I don't think you're really lacking, but maybe you're having we can often give ourselves too many expectations. And something I had to learn with my own health is that I can only do so much in the day,
Yes.
and tomorrow is another day. Because actually, what you're doing is loads, Monica. And
Yeah.
we're human. We it leads to burnout if we're not careful.
Yeah, I
Um,
feel that that's one of the things, yeah. Because I'm a workaholic. I always been a
mm,
workaholic. And for me, like I
mm,
did learn a lot to rest, and I'm doing that during the day. But I feel like I'm thinking, oh, I have this much to do, and I have to do this, and this is it's not good for me either, thinking about the amount of work I have.
Right.
It's just, yeah, it's just me, workaholic side of me, and yeah.
Well, hon, honestly, you're as bright as they come and as disciplined as I've ever met in my life. But it's like John
Thank you.
was saying earlier, he was really commenting on the energies as well. And, So I know there's a lot of energy. You know, we were in a G4 geomagnetic storm yesterday, which is a lot of energy. It's very high. It's
Oh,
very, very
wow.
powerful. Yeah. So, you know, just know that your nervous system, all of us, our nervous
That
systems
could
are
be it, yeah.
reprogramming. And, you know, take some little moments for yourself if you can. You know,
Definitely.
I have a
Like,
teacher.
yeah.
It's the last thing, Monica. I have a teacher who wants us to focus on the divine 2 minutes every hour. I can do
Okay.
that because
Yeah,
things are speeding up.
I could do that, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Just time is flying like this.
Yes, yes.
I'd be working, and oh no, it's 4 p.m. Oh shush.
Right, right, right.
Anyway, yeah. Yeah.
Well, while we're just still here, this is you can see my screen share, can you?
Yes.
Okay, so this is my favorite LifeWave presentation of all of the ones I've ever seen. This is Misha Harding, and it's called Monday Momentum. It's live in Ireland at 10:30 on Monday morning every fortnight. And she just did one here on Monday. And let me just play a minute so you get a bit of her energy, but it's an hour long. And Sally Ann
Wow.
Currents is on here and other testimonials. So there's like 5 or 6 different testimonials on there. And again, I
Yeah.
know everyone's mad busy, but you know, I put these on to WhatsApp and I put these on to the Facebook page so that, you know, just this is how we're helping to train each other. So let me just, you know, you find something like this and you want to share it with people.
We got onto it and for him, and I thought, I'm going to do this for myself as well. We travelled Australia for 3 months. We thought, we'll just give it a go and just sort of keep it to ourselves, which we shouldn't have done. We should have let it out
This just came on this, but I'll just play this.
straight away. But my journey started with, because I had a problem with getting up in the morning. My legs would collapse. I don't know why. My knees, ankles, I would have to hold onto the bed and jimmy myself around until my legs came right. After 2 days of patching, that went away, and I had that for months. I also was going through menopause, so I had depression and anxiety and foggy brain, and after the first week, that was gone, which is quite surprising. I'd also had a stroke and 2 TIAs many years before, and I was put on some statin, and I was told I'd be on that for the rest of my life. Well, I'm no longer on statin. I saw my cardiologist when we got back from our trip, and he said to me, I told him I was on these patches, and he sort of looked at me funny, but he brought up all my results from the past 3 sessions I'd had with him, and he looked at me and he said, well, whatever you're doing, it's working. Keep doing it. So that was really good news. So many things. So hubby's wrists would have been 7 months in, because his specialist had said, you'll have to have your wrists are so bad, you'll have to have them fused and you'll have arthritis, and we'll see you soon. So when we got back from the trip, I had said to him, how's your wrist going, hun? And he was sitting on the couch, and I'll never forget this day. And he went, oh, and he put his hands up above his head, because he couldn't even move them more than that, right? And he's a motorbike rider, so he couldn't ride. And he put his hands above his head, and he just started twirling them like this. And he said, oh my gosh, it's working. So he got on his motorbike the next day after 2 years of not riding, and there's no way he'll be having them fused, and he has no arthritis symptoms whatsoever. So he's pretty happy. And I'll actually there's lots of other things that have happened, but 2 more things. All right. So on our trip, I had a mole just here on my chest, and I had touched it. We were in the car, and I said, oh, my mole just fell off. And hubby said to me, oh, really? He said, because I've got this skin tag here. And as he touched it, his fell off on the same day. So we both had the strangest thing ever. But recently, 2 weeks ago, I broke my ankle. And the moment I broke it, I put some patches on, and I got to emergency, and they said, oh, my screen's gone a bit funny. They said to me, oh, have you had any pain relief? And I said, no. And they said, oh, do you want some? I said, no. And she was like, oh, have you cut yourself? Because I had the patches on. And I said, no, that's for, that's helping you with inflammation. And she went, oh, really? And I said, yeah. She goes, that's fantastic. And so I have not had any pharmaceuticals or pain medication the entire time my ankle has been broken. And so that was my day before last. And I actually walked on my foot for the last 2 days. So I'm pretty happy. Yeah, so that's my little journey. There's so many more things I could... Oh, one more thing. Sorry, I will add one more thing. Hubby's hair has gone from completely grey back to his normal colour.
Wow.
And his bald spots have gone. So it's just been a miracle, and we will never, ever stop. So, yeah.
All right, let me give you one more.
Can you hear me now? We can. Okay, great. Hi, everyone. So I've been patching with X39 for almost 2 years now. During this time, I've had some amazing results, both physically and mentally. I haven't been sick in 2 years, apart from some mild detoxes, which my body obviously needed to do. What's even more amazing for me is I haven't had to take any kind of pharmaceutical products in the last 2 years, apart from one night last October when I broke my foot. Pre-patching, I used to go to the doctor a lot for so many different things, and since patching, I just haven't felt the need to go to the doctor. I've also cut out almost all the supplements I used to take pre-patching. I just felt like I no longer needed them, and this was confirmed by my blood test results 3 months into patching, and it's stayed the same ever since. So my story, we moved from Sydney to Gold Coast 9 years ago, and I love it here on the Gold Coast. I started surfing, became a kayaking and snorkeling guide, overall loving life, but I had really bad anxiety issues, which I realise now go way back. The anxiety seemed to get worse the older I got, and it got particularly bad when perimenopause hit. So I could feel, and I had it confirmed, that perimenopause was coming on, and I really was a mess. I felt like I had such a short fuse with my kids. I have 2 boys, age 10 and 12. I love them, but I got so irritated all the time with them, frustrated, angry, yelling. Even the smallest things made me snap. I felt guilty all the time for overreacting and yelling. My marriage suffered a lot. My whole family suffered. And my anxiety got worse after my dad passed away. I wasn't sleeping well. I often got sick. I had high inflammation levels in my body, and I just wasn't healthy. So it was soon after my dad passed away that I found Angie Keats' outdoor yoga classes at Main Beach, which I still go to today and I still love. I became good friends with Ange, and when I started confiding in her about all my health issues, she introduced me to the X39 patch. I was a bit skeptical at first, like so many people, but I loved the fact that it could help me without putting anything into my body. So I thought, why not give it a go? If it could be a non-invasive, natural solution to my health issues, there would be nothing to lose except $5 a day. And then it turned out for me that there actually was nothing to lose financially either, because it turned out that these patches replaced a whole lot of other quite expensive products and supplements that I no longer buy. I stopped buying them 3 or 4 months into patching. And then I straight away started recommending and selling the patches to my friends because I wanted them to feel as good as what I was feeling. So that helped me financially as well. So my patches became free of cost, and they still are today. So it definitely was a win-win in every way for me. What I noticed with the patches, I'll try not to be too long because I've got so many little things that I noticed, but my sleep immediately started improving, deeper, better, and uninterrupted. I used to have to get up to go to the toilet every night, but I was drinking the same amount of water and not needing to get up to go to the toilet. It was like the water was actually able to be absorbed into my body. Then I noticed my energy levels were so much better, partly as a result of sleeping better. I didn't get that afternoon slump. My brain felt so much more balanced. My brain fog lifted. I felt clear-headed, which I hadn't felt in a long time, especially after having kids. I remember one day going for a swim in the ocean and feeling so much energy and joy and just so clear-headed. It was like that was the ultimate moment where I just thought, I've never felt this good. And all the brain fog had just gone. It was like a huge, also so much more calm and relaxed. My husband can attest to that. I do believe a lot of these changes were due to my hormones balancing out, and I wasn't taking anything else at all. So my husband definitely noticed a big change in me. This afternoon, just out of curiosity, I asked my husband how he would describe me now, almost 2 years after patching. And we laughed because obviously he could say many things, and I'm by no means perfect, even with the patches, but, you know, the word stubborn was still there. But he said, honestly, he'd now describe me as being so much more fun, playful, joyful, loving, motivated, more appreciative, more understanding, more patient, calmer and happier. Also, my fourth month of patching, all the inflammation from my legs started going away. So 3 specific areas: the sciatica in my left leg, my bad knees, and my plantar fasciitis was the biggest thing, because that was very painful for many years on and off in my left foot. One day I just got out of bed. It was in my third 3.5 months into patching, and I was able to walk to the bathroom with no pain, and I just couldn't believe it. So with no discomfort at all. So that hasn't come back, that plantar fasciitis, nor has the bad knees, and the sciatica comes and goes, but I'm able to manage it, and it's just amazing, the difference. So I'm turning 50 next year, but I feel like I'm in my 30s, particularly with my cycles. I have no perimenopause symptoms at all. Best sleeps I've ever had, most energy I've ever had, and I know I'm getting older, but it doesn't feel like I'm getting older. So I was going to stop patching after 5 months because of the minimum 5 months, because I'm almost 50. But then I realised how great the patches were, and I wanted to see what other results I could get, and it just kept getting better and better. I probably can't talk for much longer now because I've talked for a long time, but I was just briefly going to say that some of the later results I had were by my optometrist and my dentist. My eyesight stabilised and my dry eye had gone away. The optometrist was amazed, and then my dentist was amazed because my gum health got better and I wasn't doing anything differently. So just these little things. I also noticed a difference in my skin, my hair, my nails. Over time, just more and more little things started getting better, but mentally and physically, I just see this patch as an amazing wellness tool. And it's not only for the pre-existing health issues, but also as a preventative tool for me. So because I'm a surfer, I do injure myself a lot. So I just know that I heal quickly now. I heal quickly. So as I mentioned, last October, I fractured my foot surfing, and I was literally surfing again in 3 weeks. I was back to work kayaking in 3 weeks. And again, it was the orthopedic specialist was amazed. He looked at my scans and he saw me walking. He just said, you know, that is an amazing, fast healing process. And yeah, it goes on from there, but I've probably talked too much.
Oh, that is brilliant. Absolutely.
Is that helpful?
Very.
I thought so.
Amazing.
Yeah. I mean, I literally, I don't do Steve's, go on Saturdays at this point.
No.
And I don't do a lot of other Zooms. If Tessa's in a time zone that I can meet, I'll do hers or listen to it afterwards. But I always listen to Misha's testimonials. So this is on the Facebook group, and it's also in the WhatsApp group. And so,
Perfect.
yeah, very good. So can I leave you with our 3-minute trailer here one more time for the movie?
I will head off, if that's okay.
That's great.
Sorry.
Thank you.
Yeah.
See you soon.
Thanks so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Yes, looking forward to it.
Okay, me too. Thanks so
Thank
much for
you.
having me.
My pleasure, Monica. Thank you.
Night, night.
Night, night.
Good night.
Bye-bye.
There we go.
Humanity stands at a crossroads, facing the most critical decision our species has ever had to confront.
Science is replacing evolution by natural selection with evolution by intelligent design, not the intelligent design of some god above the clouds, but our intelligent design.
There's been a push recently to try to augment the human species, either technologically or by genetic engineering.
Our bodies will be so high-tech, we won't be able to really distinguish between what's natural and what's artificial.
We are most probably the last generation of pure humans.
You would prefer the human race to endure, right?
That this world will ever know.
Yes.
Okay.
But yeah, transhumanism.
Unless we change the direction of where we're going right now.
For generations, we were sold the dream that innovation would set us free.
Every technology on Earth can be deployed for good or evil.
In exchange for promises of perfect health, enhanced strength, superior intelligence, and even eternal life, millions have been lured away from the natural world and into a synthetic utopia.
And it turns out that choice isn't the problem. What we do with choice is.
We are about to give away elements of our very humanness before we even know what it means to be fully human, before we even know what the full potential that we hold really is.
For nearly a century, science has revealed a quiet truth. Our bodies are beings of light. I had spent 20 years looking at how light will have an influence on how our cells act and behave. If we can understand the code by which this all works, that means we can use light to improve our quality of life and even change the way we age.
Our human bodies are a highly advanced, sophisticated, soft technology.
In the DNA, we see these highly coherent pulses of light. This has an impact on everything, including aging.
There is one thing that is in all of this information, and that is water.
What we find is that there's a message encoded into the DNA of all life.
Instructions that came from the mind of God for how life is to function.
Water really is the storehouse for life and information.
The implication is that we can embed wavelengths of light into water that trigger regeneration inside the body. That technology did not exist before this occurred.
In a world of technology, we just need to go outside, to put our feet on the ground, to look up and remember that we are not separate from nature.
There we go. Okay, my friends. We'll
That's
leave
lovely.
it. Isn't that great?
Mm.
I mean, that's amazing. You know, that this corporate company in America with $1 billion in sales is willing to put all of that out there in public and say, "Come and get me." That's pretty courageous.
Yeah.
You
And I
know?
totally 100% agree. You know, we are part of that nature.
100%.
We're not
Yes.
separate.
Yeah.
And the more healthier we are, the healthier the earth is going to be as well. That's the
Yes.
thing.
Yes. Quite agree. I mean, I really feel LifeWave is holding the values of the future of humanity, you know, and representing them pretty well, you know, addressing what needs to be addressed and finding solutions that we can all live with, you know. We're very blessed, I believe.
Yeah. Have you come across anything about light language, Lou?
Yes, well, I've heard people speaking light language for the last several years.
Yeah.
Do you know?
So again, I think it's all, you know, I was working with a coach a few years back and she was doing light language and, you know, again, there was pros and cons of what people thought about it, but
Right.
it seemed to, you know what I mean? But again, our voice is one of our
Oh, yeah.
indicators of where our energy is, because if I know myself, if I don't feel well, neither does my voice
Sure.
doesn't sound well either,
Sure.
you know, in terms of my energy. So, but again, she was talking about how like we hold that light in our body. It's
Yeah,
one
yeah.
thing, you know, we can sit out in the sun and feel the light, but it's actually holding that light. And I believe that's what the patches are doing for us, is
Yes,
being able to hold and generate that light on a continuous.
Yeah, I honestly believe, I agree with you. And I believe the patches with the Celergize and with the X2O water machine, I think we're going to be evolving into another species, Homo luminous, that we're going to be absorbing so much. This is what all the channels have said for years, that we're shifting our carbon-based life forms to crystal, and we're doing it with water and light, basically. And no one's doing more of that than
And
LifeWave.
therefore purifying everything else, because I mean we're quite as toxic. I believe we're like one of the most toxic species on the planet when
Well,
it comes to
we've been poisoned
how we
by our
treat the planet.
masters. We've been poisoned by our masters deliberately,
Mm.
Yeah, but we're fighting back. So good for us.
Yeah, certainly are.
I think. Well, I'm delighted to be here with you, my friends. Thank you for your time. I won't take any more of it. Any closing comments from anyone else?
Just that apparently the junk DNA, as they call it, is being lit up, re-energized. So yeah, we can expect changes.
Yeah. I mean, I'm seeing people that are on the patch for a couple years, 3 years. Excuse me, they just look 20 years younger. Honestly, and these are just 2 samples out of 5 or 6 testimonials here today. And, I'll ask me for the link and I'll send it if you like. I probably have sent it already. But that's why I love the testimonials, because they just say, this is how it works. This is what you have to look forward to. So, yay team. Thank you. Bless you both.
Yeah.
We'll see you tomorrow.
Okay. So we're on 8 o'clock tomorrow and 8:30 for the public. And John, you are excused, my friend. Thank you for your attendance.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, brother. You're
Busy
off
day. I'm
I know
probably
that.
strawberry picking at 5:30.
I'm so grateful for your time today, and I wished I thought of
No
this
problems.
before. So we'll keep it going, so we can keep each other.
Great to see you again, John, and hope all goes well for you.
And
Thank you so much.
Okay. Have a great evening. My love to you both. Thank you.
Love to you too.
And
Bye-bye.
Slán Awalia.
no problems. I'll see you Saturday.
Yes. Look forward to it. Thanks again for last weekend. It's wonderful.
No problem. No problem.
Buddy.
Enjoyed it.
All right. Well, you're my best to marry.
See you soon.
Okay, buddy.
Bye now.
Bye.